Thank you guys for clicking on the video. We're back with another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager. Just wanted to say I'm sorry for the delay in putting these things out. It's really inexcusable of me, and I'm going to try and bring them out more consistently. So I hope you guys enjoy the episodes. I have a link to Franchise Hockey Manager down below. And I also wanted to let you guys know how the description to episode 2. So if you missed the past episode, you can go back and catch up. But basically, so far, the season has been a decent success. We're in the midst a little bit of a 2-game losing streak. I accidentally simulated a previous game, and so you will see that we lost to Edmonton, but we left off with Vancouver. And so I just want to show you guys where we are in the standings, catch up the player stats, all that good stuff, and then we will get back into simulating. So right now, as it stands, we are tied in a 3-way tie for third in the Metropolitan. And honestly, I can't believe too much that the Islanders, with the roster they have, will stay sort of in this struggling 6-5-2 way that they're going. If you look at the record, 6-2-1 at home. On the road, they seem to have some issues. So, with that being said, we're going to jump into the player stats really quickly. If you go to, and for people who don't know how to do this and have the game, I was a little bit, not lost, but it was a little bit tough to go. Like, I was looking for a stats tab, but if you go to the roster, you click on info, you can click on stats summary, and you can see pretty much everything. And right now, Umberger, ironically, and Simmons are leading in goals, with Voracek closely behind, and Giroux bringing up the rear. Also in assists, though, Couturier, 10 assists, and he's on that top line. No, he's second line center, so he's playing second line minutes, and he's leading the team in assists. So you have to think that Umberger, Simmons, Umberger and Simmons, ironically, are leading the team in goals in their second line, whereas if we look at Schenn, really hasn't done much, and Brandon Schenn is getting first line minutes, and it's just interesting, the average TOA. If you go in even more, you can see that Schenn is getting, you're splitting hairs, but he's getting a little bit more ice time. But honestly, I think at that level, you can't really, we're talking mere seconds, so I'm not going to read too much into that. But still, it is interesting to think about how Wayne Simmons and Umberger are leading the team in goals, and Schenn is 1 goal. I don't even know if it's really anything that much to write home about. Schenn, let's check. Where is he? Schenn, he has 1 goal and 5 assists. So, he's certainly not keeping up with Umberger and Simmons. And then Voracek, at least, he is, only a goal behind. And he's playing first line minutes. So, pretty interesting stuff so far in the season. But again, we don't want to read too much into it. You can see the quick breakdown of everything. Like I said, we summed everything up. Interesting. So we're going to simulate through today, and we're playing Calgary at home, and we won. Finally, we bounced back. Pretty interesting. Sam Gagner had 2 assists, so interesting. Trying to figure out the goal scores real quick. Claude Giroux on the power play, so there you go. He broke the 1-1 tie on the power play. Nice. So we'll continue through this. And I don't know which screen you guys would like to see more of. Like I said, we can go to schedule, and you can get, day to day what games are being played. I don't know if it updates it live, but at least you can see a full breakdown of the action that day. Maybe that's better. We'll go to the previous day. You can see if we had a game, which we did, and we lost 5-2 against Philadelphia. Not Philadelphia, Winnipeg, excuse me. So there you can at least see what everything is happening around the league instead of just one isolated shot. So again, if you like that more, please let me know in the comments. It helps me out. So we're going to simulate to the next game. And I would at least like to get through November in this video. We have to, of course, get through this a little bit faster. But that's the goal, get through December, and we'll see how it goes. And we won against Colorado 5-4. Not bad, not bad. Giroux had 3 assists. There you go. Holy smokes. First star. So, I wonder, did Brayden Schenn score? Umberger, again, continuing his hot streak. Sam Gagner, straight. Oh, there he is. Brayden Schenn. Ironically, we were looking for him to finally put something up on the board, and he finally does. So, interestingly enough, we'll take a look at the action around the NHL tonight, if we can get to the screen. Schedule a bunch of games going on in the NHL. And we play the Capitals. Islanders facing off against the Kings. And we lost to Washington. And how I'm noticing this, I'll point out just so you guys can look at it with me. Right here, you can see it says, yesterday the loss, today we have no game, and tomorrow we play at Carolina. So that's how you know. The breakdown went, the Capitals jumped out early, 2 goals in the first, couldn't respond in the second, and then we split dead even goals in the third. And Ovechkin and Backstrom doing the heavy lifting for Washington. Couldn't, that's pretty much the MO for them. So, but I think throughout this, as the season progresses, I think one thing I have to look at, and I don't get bogged down just day-to-day stuff, is we still, even if the season turns out to be a surprise where we make the playoffs, it doesn't change the long-term perspective of this team and what we have going for it. And so I think we need to be a little bit aware of trades that could come up. We also need to be aware of just what's going on in the farm system. We lose to Carolina 3-1. So we're starting to sort of, I don't want to get all negative Nancy, but I think we're starting to find out. We started out a little bit hot, which was, I think, unexpected. But we're going to hit a streak of playing out west, LA, San Jose, Ottawa, and then Carolina and Nashville. And we just lost to Carolina 3-1. And the lone goal scorer was Giroux. So, it's gonna be tough through November. Again, we're only like a couple weeks into November. So, but again, I think nonetheless, let's look at goals for. Let's just go to the Metropolitan, or goals against. Excuse me. Can we sort that? No, we can't. But if you look 52, that's on the higher end. New York does a great job, obviously, with their goaltending situation. But even Pittsburgh, Washington, these teams are keeping the puck out of the net, and that's something we're still sort of trying to find our way in. And maybe, a couple days off will do us some good before that West Coast road trip we talked about coming up. So today we're going to play Los Angeles. We'll go to the NHL so you can see the full schedule. There it is. So, a couple games on tap for tonight. Hopefully we can pull out this win, and we do. That I must say, for what that win is, I think it was pretty big. Just for the way the season was sort of starting to go, and you could hear my voice probably. We need to look out. And LA right now is second. And I'll take that win. We're tied with them in points, but 4-1. We'll see who picked it up. Voracek, 2 goals. Schenn finally starting to pick it up with 3 assists. So maybe he's clicking. He's coming around. But still, if you guys have any ideas, especially you veterans of this game, what would be some possible trades? I'd be open to hearing them, and certainly wanting to hear options of what we can do, because the defense needs to be shored up. And we lose to San Jose 5-4. Was it in overtime? No, it was not. Again, it's the starts. We had the lead, then that 3 goals in the second, but Schenn gets an assist. So as long as Schenn gets an assist, Now he's injured. I was gonna say as long as he gets an assist, we're all right. What's his injury for? He's out for 4 weeks, so fair to say we can put him on. We'll scratch him. We'll just scratch him, and we'll see. Let's go to the roster and see. So obviously Umberger's probably gonna get moved up. Lecavalier will probably get moved up. And then let's check info. Let's see. I'm just thinking of who could we play? Pretty much we only have Raffy. Oh, Raffles. Sorry. And I'm sure I pronounced his name wrong, but forgive me. We'll call him Michael. He could probably play 4th line. I know there's some people who just got infumed I mispronounced his name, but put it on my tab and forgive me. Let me just check the minor league real quick. Anything going on in the minors that we could call up and just get some experience, because I would rather have someone come up and get experience than just throw in like a scratch player who's going to play a couple games. It's never really going to amount to nothing. But even the wingers on the farm system really aren't what we're looking at. The big studs that we have in the farm system. He shoots on the left side. We could bring Nick up. You know what? I'm not going to dwell too much on it. We're going to scratch Shen and probably just dress Michael and let him play. Oh, and we have oh, that's interesting. I'm trying to figure out who do I dress. They're pretty much identical because Delzato is back. I would probably, you know, yeah, let's dress Delzato. Let's go to the lines real quick. Play Delzato on the power play. Do that for Delzato. Have him play 4-on-4. And then let's bump up and then throw Michael on the 4th line, and that should be good. Oh, and we'll put Manning on. Ooh. Oh, that's fine. And then we'll just throw Delzato right there. So that should be good. Oh, I asked the assistant. All right, that's even better. So yeah, Delzato's back in the lineup. So hopefully Delzato in the lineup will help, you know, the team. And hopefully I'll right the ship. So we play Ottawa today. Let's go to the home screen. Sorry, it took a little bit of time. If we could win against Ottawa, I'd be all right with that. I really would. And we win 3-0. Bang, bang, bang. Mason gets the shutout. Simmons gets a goal. Who else scored? Umberger continues his hot ways. And Scott, ironically, gets an empty net goal. Even strength. So, there you go. There you go. A nice little win, too. And we did fairly well out west. You know, a little bit before we went into that little road trip. You know, I made it clear to you guys I was concerned. But we won 2 out of 3 games. It's not bad. Then we come home, play Carolina today. Would be amazing if we could get a little momentum and win and shut out Carolina. So Mason now back-to-back shutouts. Shen scores a goal and assist, and Reed gets a goal. So it's looking, it's looking all right. Here's what I'm thinking though. It's tough because I I initially would like to trade maybe, I would think we have to trade a chip. And what I mean by that is maybe someone in the minors. I mean, do we try and hold on? Because even long term, you would have to think Lecavalier, we're hoping, calls it quits. And we beat the Islanders 5-2. Something with Lecavalier. For what he's being paid, I am not a fan. We'll go to the roster. For what he's being paid, not really the best of fans. And he still has like 2 more years. I would like to dump his contract, but I don't know if we can. I don't know if we. He only has 5 assists, and he's playing third line time. And the third line, I would like to put that for young guns who are going to eventually play top tier minutes. But at the same time, does Philadelphia really have, that type of personnel? Like who would I bump up even in the farm system to take that spot? I really don't see it. So I don't know. There are some thoughts that, maybe in the offseason, like I said, I think Philly is in a tough spot, and we definitely can't trade draft picks unless we're getting a surefire young gun that can play. Voracek goes off in a 7-1 beating over Nashville. Let's see. Reed, Straight, Simmons. Jeez, Voracek. And then I think Matt Reed, Giroux. And look at the assist, though. Umberger is quietly putting in one heck of a season. A second liner, he's averaging over a point per game. I mean, I almost think I don't want to shake up the lines, but honestly, I'm thinking, oh, the coach made some changes. Where did he put? Oh, I see what happened. I'm honestly thinking, switching. I honestly may put what's his face down? Bump Umberger up. I was thinking about that, but I don't know. I'm just going over. I'm thinking about it. It seems tempting. Let's see. Just looking at the lines a little bit, trying to get my bearings. I was looking for I'm just looking at what the assistant did when I asked him to edit the lines. I just want to see where he put people. Why did he bump? Interesting. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. I'm thinking about possibly moving Umberger up to that first line, but I don't want to jump the gun just yet. We win again, beating New York, which we talked about earlier. They are one of the top teams defensively in the Metropolitan. I think they are the top team, and we score 4 goals. Not bad. Period 1, no scoring, obviously. New York gets the lone tally by Dominic Moore, and then the third period of bust wide open with Sean Couturier, Lecavalier, Jakub Voracek, Claude Giroux, all tallying points. I mean goals, not points, but you get the gist. So I think November is going to end on a weird note. We're still pretty much par for the course. We sort of had a little bit of a low point, and then we picked it back up with this hot streak we ended the month on. Again, November was an interesting month looking back at it. Sort of a high, a little bit of a low point. We started out a little bit rough in November, but we finished strong. Today we play Ottawa. Let's see. This may be the last game of the episode because I don't want these to be too long. NHL Player of the Month was named. That's great for us. And last but not least, today versus Ottawa, we win in overtime. So Streit gets a goal and an assist. Hoffman scores. Couturier continuing a goal, 2 assists. Not bad, not bad. Jacques Voracek, Claude Giroux on the assist. I mean, I will say this about Philadelphia. The guys that you want to step up, that you need to step up, are stepping up. And I think that's what I really enjoy so far about this team, is that if we can just, it seems like the top is set. You know, if we can just, the heavy lifting is being done by the top 2 lines. If we can just get, just fill out those bottom 2 lines, shore up the defense a little bit, I think we can stay with Mason in net. I really do. And I think he's really young. Well, I think he's 20. Let's get an official answer. We don't need to guess. I think he's 27. He's a serviceable goaltender. I mean, if I just don't, maybe a free agent signing, I don't know in the offseason, but Philadelphia, the guys that you need to come up and play huge for you night in, night out, they have been doing that. And that's why we're having the type of season we are, honestly. Because if Giroux doesn't play like Giroux, if Voracek stumbles, if any of those players stumble, you sort of can't have the season that we're having. We're now second in the Metropolitan with 32 points. Now, again, it's still very tight, but things could be going a lot worse than what they are. And with Brendan Shen being injured, he's out for a month. Players are stepping up at the right times. The big thing, I would like our goal differential to be a little bit better. You look again, New York is killing it, but they're doing exceptionally well. I think they're the odd anomaly. You look at everyone else, their differential hovers right about where we're at. And out west, it's pretty much, well, you get San Jose and LA, top tier teams get a little bit more, but we're right par for the course. We could be a lot worse. I mean, you look at Winnipeg, they're certainly not doing well. New Jersey or Columbus, they're struggling. So, you know, things to take into consideration. We're going to play New Jersey on the road today, and then we'll end the video. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we can start December off on the right foot. And we do. 2-1 win. Mason's been holding it down. And then the two goals came from Ryan White, Wayne Simmons, and Michael Del Zotto with the tallies. And then Vincent Lecavalier in overtime gives Philadelphia the win. That will do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm going to try and crank these out a little bit more on an even, steady pace as opposed to once every 2 weeks. Also, I may spend one video, and it's going to be coming. It's not going to be soon, because we look at the events. The trade deadline is March 1st, so we have quite a bit of time. But I may do like one video where I just show you guys the roster, go through the NHL, and sort of talk about my feelings of maybe trades, who to pick up, what could be possible deals, and how do you guys feel, just to get a barometer of what you guys are thinking and what I'm thinking, and we'll come together and hopefully make something happen. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you would leave a like, and as always, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.